If you don't mind, Mr. Talk, I'll wind up your action.
That would please me very much. And you may call me Tick-Tock.
Why weren't you turned to stone, just like everybody else?
Because I am not alive, and never will be, thank goodness.
If you don't mind, Mr. Talk, I'll wind up your action.
That would please me very much. And you may call me Tick-Tock.
Why weren't you turned to stone, just like everybody else?
Because I am not alive, and never will be, thank goodness.
Well, hello there. How is everybody? We'll give everybody a few minutes to show up. If anybody shows up, we'll see. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I just been stream hopping all night, and I figured, whatever. I'll start my own. See how it goes. I don't get 500 people watching me. Hell, I barely get 10 sometimes. Oh, wait, is my air conditioner giving you a fit? Hold on. Hold on. It's not like I need it anyway. Finally cooled off up here some. We'll give it a few minutes and see if anybody shows up. See if YouTube pushes out my notification. I don't think it will, though. A, I don't have that many subscribers. B, I'm not monetized. And C, I don't get that many likes. Oh, wait. Oh, what's up, Hand? How you doing tonight? I'll go on and drop the link. See if anybody wants to join. I could go pin it on YouTube. I think I have it muted. God damn. What the fuck is this shit? Is the whole internet freaking out because it's Labor Day? There we go. Now cooking with gas or electricity or something. Hell, I don't know. Jesus. The whole world's gone crazy. I blame the full moon, the second full moon. Anything you want to talk about, Seeds? You can type in chat. That's fine if you don't want to jump up. Oh, I was over at Beers and Cheers earlier. I hadn't had a drink in 3 days. I feel better, actually. I might drink me a beer every now and then, but I'm not going to drink like I used to. No. Too old for that shit. Makes me feel like crap the next day. And my stomach hurts. So, fuck that noise. I'll just smoke some herb, ease my stomach, tear my lungs up. But hey, it's a trade off. 6 of one or half a dozen of the other. Oh, the Return to Oz, that little clip I showed. Yeah, it's a good movie, man. Creepy as hell, but it's a good movie. I ain't gonna spoil none of it for you then if you're gonna watch it this weekend. Damn, I think I'm gonna have to bust out the last little bit of the kind bud. Because this sativa is just making me sleepy and hungry. I think I've drank enough coffee today. I might switch to tea. Earl Grey, cold. I might go for about 45 minutes or an hour if nobody wants to join me. I can probably entertain you and myself for that long. Me, I usually sleep 3 or 4 hours at a time, and then I'll wake up and go to the bathroom, get something to drink, or eat a little bit of something too, maybe, and then go back to sleep for another about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I don't sleep good, but we off this weekend so far as nothing catastrophic that happens. An emergency pops up. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, as far as I know. Like I said, if no emergency pops up. But I do get paid today, so that's something. How many do you get, Hand? Or Seeds? Which do you like to be called? Or does it matter? Oh wait, here, let me do something real quick for you. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But Clockwork comes from the book and the movie. Excuse me. A Clockwork Orange. And Rex is my actual nickname. Like in real life, people call me Rex. But there's a bunch of Rexes running around on YouTube, and a lot of them are fucking pricks. So, which I'm one of those two. I'm not a nice guy, and I'm definitely an asshole. But I mean, I don't try to go out and intentionally be a prick. I just like to chill and chat, talk about whatever. If you want to hop up here, Hands, you ain't got to be on camera. I ain't on camera. I could be, but it drains my battery in my tablet if I'm on too long. Well, to some people that does make me an asshole, Seeds. I mean, to some people it totally does. Oh, you're just being an asshole. Well, yeah, but there's a reason. I'm not just being an asshole to be an asshole. I grew up around too many of those people. They thought they were better than they actually were. Well, no, they thought they were better than you, is what it was. But yeah, the link's there. Anybody wants to join up, come on in. I know I've only been on for like 17 minutes, so it takes time for YouTube to catch up and everybody else to catch up. So, and yes, my voice has been a little bit crackly lately. It's because of the weather and the pollen and trying not to get sick. Well, no, for those of you who are listening and don't know, or lurking and don't know, I work on 3 farms: uh, a cattle farm, a goat farm, and a vegetable farm. And yeah, we decided to take Labor Day weekend from Friday to Monday off, provided there's no catastrophe. Nothing disastrous happens while we're sitting around barbecuing and drinking beer and smoking pot and doing shit like that. Maybe we'll get away with it. We'll see. Not country music. No, I haven't tried to sing country music. Well, no, I take that back. I did try to sing Dwight Yoakam, Faster Than You, uh, at a bar once for karaoke, and I fucked that shit all up. So we didn't do that again. I mean, I'd had a few beers, granted, at the time. And they said, "Hey, man, get up there." And I was just drunk enough to go, okay. And I picked Faster Than You by Dwight Yoakam. Mistake. The whole thing was a mistake. If you ask me. Like I said, links there. You can join if you want to. Or we can talk in the chat. Hey, hey, everybody watching. Hey, everybody in chat. You like the title of my stream? I thought it was kind of appropriate for the kind of day I've had. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the news, seeing if the world has ended yet. Probably not. The world ain't going to end. We are. The world will go along just fine without us. There was this old joke by George Carlin, and he said that the earth allowed us to evolve and become the way we are because the earth needed plastic. It couldn't make plastic on its own. It needed to make us to make plastic for it. And now we're on the way out. We done did that, so we're on the way out. That was his joke. It was funny as shit. Oh, if you want to watch somebody genuinely funny who would sit around and smoke a joint and write jokes and then go up on stage and tell them, that's what George Carlin did. He said he'd smoke a joint once or twice a month and write his jokes down. And then he'd go through what he'd written and pick out the best ones and use them in his act. And him and Richard Pryor um, basically started off in the same way, except Richard Pryor had it harder because back then uh, black people were relegated to one section and white people to the other. And Richard Pryor was the first one to cross over between the blacks and the white audiences. He was pretty damn awesome. But the La Cocaina, that got his ass. That got his ass. He loved that shit. Can't say that I didn't either, but I was able to stop because fuck that noise. I'm not dying. Oh, I used to work in radio when I was younger. I did. I was a DJ for a while. Yeah, the 7 dirty words you can't say on television. Well, now there's like what, 4 that you can't say on television? 4 or 5? Yeah. No, I think it's 4. I think you can get away with 3 of them now. Shit. What was the other ones? I can't remember all 7 right now. I'd have to go watch his routine. Oh, hey, Dirt Guy. Hey, Big DE. Hey, Seeds. I'm glad y'all stopped by. Good morning to you, too. Have a good day at work. Sorry, I'm debating on whether I should hit the kind bud, because I've only got a bit of that left. But it's a nice little hunt. Enough to get me fucked up. I don't know. I might have to go back to the dispensary tomorrow after I get paid and see what else they got. Because I'm smoking it. That's indica. That's the kind bud. But they had hybrid and sativa down there too. But I got a shit ton of sativa. If I want to get hungry and go to sleep, sure, I'll smoke that. But if I want to hang out and talk and have a good time, I smoke the indica. Because it's legal in my state. It's actually legal to grow here in my state. But now, guess what? 4 seeds cost you $20. I mean, yeah, they might guarantee that they're female plant seeds, but there's no way to be 100% sure unless you've genetically engineered the fucking seed. But 4 seeds for $20, I fucking snorted so hard snot came out my nose. I was like, that's all right. Go to the dispensary, spend $50 and get a whole shit ton of weed. They're trying to build up their clientele. Because it just switched in July. You used to be able to sell it in tobacco shops or vape stores. But as of July 1st, all that shit stopped in this state. And it all went to the dispensaries because of tax money or whatever. And but you can grow up to 6 plants as long as you can't see them from the road. You know, grow them behind your house or some shit. And but you still can't sell it. You can sell it to the dispensaries, but you can't sell it person to person because you can't get no taxes out of that shit. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But at least the states got wise and they figured out, hey, if they gonna smoke it anyway, we might as well make $1 off of it and not put everybody in jail for having a damn joint. You know what the fine was before they legalized uh, marijuana in this state? If you got caught with a joint, one joint, it was $1,000 fine and up to 30 days in jail for having one joint. Ain't that some shit? Mm-hmm. But then all that changed about 2 years ago, and now we got setting up dispensaries. Not a whole lot of them around where I live, but I live out in the middle of nowhere, so I didn't expect there to be. You know what? I had an idea of opening a dispensary next to a restaurant. You get you stoned and you get your munchies all at one time. Pretty good idea, I thought. Sell like burgers and hot dogs, and I mean, you could have a little fancier shit on there like salads and uh, maybe some kind of steak. Mashed potatoes and the sides, and but I thought that was a pretty good idea. Set up a restaurant right next to the dispensary. That way they come out of one door and go in yours, and they're like, "Damn, I'm hungry," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. What you want?" Because I can scrape together the money to open a restaurant. I think, but I know I can't open a dispensary. I ain't got that kind of money. Hey, Salty, how you doing, my friend? Are you smoking you a cigar yet? Or are you gonna wait till later? What is this shit? Oh, I think you're gonna need more than 4 billion for the disaster fund. All the fires and the hurricanes and mudslides and earthquakes and all kinds of crazy shit. You just might as well write them a blank check. Because there ain't no way to stop the weather. And no, HARP is not a fucking weather device. Jesus. Never was. Wait. And as far as the plague goes, huh, I had the first two shots. Never wore a mask. Didn't get sick. Had allergies. Hell, I'd walk outside and it looked like I'd been crying and somebody punched me in the nose. But the plague didn't bother me. Well, it seems I have a guest, Mr. Salty Rant.
What's going on tonight?
Ah, not a whole lot. Labor Day
Yeah,
weekend.
I went to the cigar lounge earlier tonight. I mean, because I'm
Ah,
on West Coast time and you're kind of on the East Coast.
yeah.
I smoked Flathead 60 gauge, and it was kind of a square cigar. Real lazy burn. I mean,
Hmm.
it took me like an hour and a half to smoke it.
Jesus Christ, you didn't hang out there that long, did you? With all them yuppie fucks.
Hung out from like 7:30 until like 10:45, and then I went home. They extended the operation by an hour. They normally close at 10, but the owner
Ah,
was having his party. People were drinking, and I don't really drink, so I didn't drink.
Right. Right.
Plus, I knew I had to drive home, so I didn't want to get a DUI or anything.
Fair enough. Yeah, if I'm drinking, I'm usually at the house, but I'm trying to slow way down on my beer drinking because yeah, it ain't good for me. So
You know what? Everything that we do today is bad for us, and I say, you know what? Do it in moderation. If it makes you happy, fuck it.
well, yeah, I'm with that, but if I drink too many beers, it hurts my stomach, and I wake up the next day all fucked up. So
Yeah. Well, when I drink, if I drink hard liquor now and I get more than 4 in me, I'm puking in the trash can.
there you go. Fair enough. Yep.
My body
Me
won't
too.
handle it anymore. What have you been up to?
Well, I was working all week, and now I got a day off. Came home, had a nap, ate something, was on a couple of streams, and decided here at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, something 6, close to it. I don't know my time. I
Right.
decided to just stream. I figured, what the hell?
Probably the best time to do it too.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else is live around me, around these parts.
Maybe not.
Well, I didn't see anybody live. I clicked over and didn't see anybody, so I just did it.
I finally won my court case.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I think I was watching one of your videos and you said something about it.
I didn't even show up and I won.
Huh?
That's the best kind of victory to have.
Oh yeah, you ain't even got to be there.
And I don't have to
My
pay
ma-
anything.
well, yeah, and your magnificence was not required in the courtroom
I don't know if
for
it would
you
have
to
been
do.
magnificence, but when I found out the information that the other party presented, there was no way I was ever going to get hammered with a judgment against me.
Right.
And and you know what? Honestly, I have to take a step back and give the commissioner credit. He did the right thing according to the law as far as proof goes. When he asked, "Do you have proof?" When he asked the plaintiff that, and the plaintiff presented his case, and like you got to know that you failed on some level when you go to court as a plaintiff. You're uncontested by the defendant, the person you're taking to court. Didn't even show up. One, I never got a notice in the mail from the court, and I never got served like I was supposed to get. And you plead your
Right.
case before a commissioner or a judge with all your preponderant evidence, and they take it under submission and they still side with the defendant.
Well, I'm glad to hear you won. Shit, how long you been going through that shit?
Since the beginning of the year.
Wow.
What it was is in October, November 2022, he filed a brief with the court to go to court. He didn't show up, so they kicked it. I only got notice of it after the fact in the mail. Then
Mhm.
on May 9th, I got served. May 10th, his proof of service was rejected by the court. June 12th, we went to court, and that was a fiasco without getting back into it. And then after he stomped his feet and acted like a child, a petulant child, the judge, after he disrupted the judge's court that day, we were both supposed to go to a mediator. After I was told by the mediator he didn't check in, case dismissed, he went all crazy. The judge in the courtroom said, "Okay, we'll go ahead and delay it until August 3rd." But I never got served any notice in writing by the court, and I never got served by him by way of process server. So I didn't go. I wasn't legally bound to go. I
Nope.
didn't really know about it. I suspected it, but I'm like, I put it out of my mind, and I went back to working and just doing my normal everyday thing. Found out he went to court on the 3rd, and then I found out through a source I have that watches courtrooms and stuff, and stuff in the news, that they actually had court on the 3rd. So my right to fair trial and due process was not observed by the court. I was thinking, okay, well, if they side with him, I'll go in within 30 days of the decision. I'll file an appeal. We'll take it to a higher court and then, battle it out. Didn't have to.
Well, see, that's good. Saved you a lot of time, saved the court a lot of time. They probably weren't taking this shit seriously in the first place.
It was like I said, when I made all my YouTube videos, it was a frivolous lawsuit to begin with. It was a money grab from 2019. It was all about showing other people who were trolling him, not me. I don't troll him. I don't stalk him. I don't do any of that. It was about showing other people that if you mess with him or you give him a comment he doesn't like, because he fails to realize that when you come to YouTube and you make a channel, and I came in my real name a long time ago, I became a public figure on YouTube. So when I'm on YouTube, I have no right to privacy. As a public figure on YouTube, any video I make, anyone, as long as they do it under the Fair Use Act of 1976, can take your videos. They can disseminate your videos or your information. They can share their opinions. They can say whatever they want, as long as, quote unquote, they follow YouTube's policies and guidelines. And there's really nothing I can say about it, whether it's good, bad, wrong, right, or indifferent. And
Well, yeah.
being a YouTuber, you're always going to be up for dissemination by other people, whether whether they like you, whether they don't, whether, whatever. There's always going to be somebody that's going to take your information or your video or anything you say, whether they're for you or against you, and they're going to make a statement about it. And, that's one of the biggest things on YouTube I've had to learn for the many years I've been on YouTube. I'm okay with it.
Well, yeah, I am too. I mean, I've had people talk shit about me. I don't really give a fuck. I've had other people in real life talk shit about me. I don't really give a fuck. When I was in the military, I had people talk shit about me. That's where I learned not to really give a fuck about what people say about you. Because they're
Yeah,
going to say whatever they want to say. Yeah.
you had a dilligaff attitude. Do I look like I give a fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, the longer I stay on YouTube and the more videos I make, I pretty much do it for enjoyment purposes. I like to
Oh,
make,
me too.
and I don't really take it to heart now. If someone steps out of line and they come to my house, that's a little different story.
Yeah, that's
I had
something.
one YouTuber come to my house twice, and it's the party in question that we're talking about. But I don't think he'll come back. He was getting evicted this week because of his own actions and his own words. And now I guess he's talking about getting a camper and traveling around the country. And I think that would be great for him. Honestly, I think if he got out of California and actually saw another part of the country, it would be great. I'm a little fearful, though, because of the way he thinks while he's here in California and how the police and the justice system have allowed him to run amok. I guarantee if he goes to a place like New York, where you're at, or Arizona, or a different state that's not as tolerant for that kind of bullshit behavior, I think he's going to learn real quick. Oh, shit, I fucked up.
Yep.
And hopefully we get to watch a video on it.
Oh, that would be, yeah.
But he doesn't get off probation until May 25th, 2024. He's been telling everybody since Monday he's got 4 days left on his informal probation. He doesn't. I just made a video showing the actual sheet that he has for his probation. So, it is what it is. I don't care. I just continue to go to work, smoke my cigars at work, mellow out, do my 8 and skate, and just my life goes on.
Exactly.
nice to be able to be flush with money and to be able to buy nice things. But living in a house, it's a box with a roof, and we just keep throwing shit in it all day, all day, all day. And then
Or
after so many
something.
years, you have so much accumulation. Like, where the fuck did all this shit come from?
Well, I'm dealing with. I'm trying to keep everything in the house from not breaking all at once. Like the refrigerator tried to give out. All right, I monkeyed with it a little bit and got it going again. The stove tried to give out on me. Okay, I monkeyed with that a little bit, got it going again. Now my pipes are all fucked up coming out of the bathroom, and I know shit all about plumbing. I can if I even look at a pipe, it's gonna spring a leak. That's how bad I am at that shit.
Now, do you have copper pipes or do you have PVC pipes?
Both. I've got both. I've even got galvanized pipes in there. So
Wow.
yeah,
So you have a
this
hot
house.
everything.
Yeah, this house is 73 years old now. Close to it anyway. Somewhere around it. But yeah, it's an old house. I've done a lot of work to it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I'm gonna have to call a guy to come in here and do the plumbing because I can't do it.
you said HARP wasn't a weather project,
No one really knows what HARP is. They think it's a monitoring station,
right?
and it monitors all the communications from around the world, and it intercepts them. At
You
least
know,
that's what I.
it's funny. You remember when Fukushima went offline and all that radiation got everywhere, and all the Japanese people got affected by the radiation from
Hmm.
Fukushima because they had supposedly a massive earthquake?
Yeah.
Well, somebody had said, now I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so forgive me if I get it wrong, but I've been hearing a lot about HARP in regards to the Fukushima incident, that the United States was testing some weapon through HARP, and it created an earthquake on the tectonic plates in Japan, causing the nuclear reactor to go offline and leak. And that's why they had the Fukushima, you know, uh, disaster, and that's what caused it. But I don't think it could be so simple as to explain it in simple terms. I think there was a lot of bigger things that happened that we probably will never know about, you know. And I think there's more to it than just a simple explanation as blaming it on art.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've read a lot of conflicting reports on what HARP actually did, and I think most of it is just misinformation because they don't want you to know what it really does, even if you're in the military.
Right?
So, I mean, I don't know. It could be a fucking Death Star weapon. I don't fucking know. I heard it was all kinds of different shit.
Well, Maui, Hawaii, I guess they had a big burn over there, like a big fire, right?
Yeah.
And there were all these crazy people coming out on the internet saying the U.S. was testing a new energy weapon, and that's what set the island on fire.
Jesus Christ! It's not like there was a hurricane moving through.
I kid you not.
No,
And,
yeah, it was a weapon. It had to be.
like
Wasn't
Mother Nature
you
is
know?
brittle, and I've seen Mother Nature at hand. Like I went to work when we had that so-called hurricane, right? I was at work one night, and all of a sudden I heard this loud booming, right?
Hmm?
But I looked around, I didn't see anything, and then when I was getting ready to leave work, a big ass tree in the front of the property pulled out of the ground by the roots. I mean, the roots came out of the ground, literally, like they were
Oh
buried
yeah,
in 3, 4 feet. They literally uprooted, and the tree came right out of the ground and laid right over. I'm like, wow,
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
you know.
great big trees too. Yeah.
And I used to work in the cemeteries, way back when, and every time we got a windstorm or rainstorm, because the trees were so old in the cemetery, they were hollow on the inside, dead. but the roots were so deeply rooted in the ground that when they put the headstones down or they tried to put in the vaults, they would have to hack at the roots to get the vault in. You know, they
Right.
put the concrete vault in, then they put the casket in it, and they put a lid on it. Then they put the dirt over that, and then roll the grass back over it, try to get it to grow, and then put the headstone down. And I had seen big trees break because of the wind, snap in half, and come
Oh
down
yeah.
in the sun. It's crazy.
Well, I was driving through the mountains and they had a windstorm there, and it broke the tops off of every single tree. Had the top broken off. They
Wow.
look like fuck. Yeah, they look like what do you call them? Those poles they stick the people on and let them just slide down it. Impaling. They look like
Oh,
impaling posts. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. Like I was at the cemetery one day and the tree broke in half. I mean, there was no wind, there was no rain, nothing, just, kind of cold out. And I heard a kaboom. I'm like, what the fuck? Looking around, and I saw the tree right by the front of the cemetery where the sidewalk is. It broke in half, and the piece that broke was hanging over the wall into the street. I'm
Shit.
like, wow.
Well, we were working in the field up here one day, and it was really cold. I mean, it was really, really fucking cold. And a locust tree fell over. And now that's supposed to be one of the hardest trees there is. It was so cold that when the tree hit the ground, it shattered into a million pieces like glass. I had never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it's crazy, the power that Mother Nature wields when, we're going about our every life days. We're just sitting there doing what
Oh
we do.
yeah,
All of a sudden, we're witness
all of a
to it.
sudden,
Crap.
yeah, all of a sudden shit happens. Yep.
I'm actually looking forward to the cooler weather. Hopefully, we get rid of the
Oh,
mosquitoes. I've been getting bit up by mosquitoes a lot lately.
well, we've had a lot of flies and gnats and shit like that up here, so I want a cold snap to come through and kill those. Oh, and wasps.
It'll be
Wasps are
nice if
everywhere.
we don't have all that shit. But you have really cold temperatures out there, right?
Usually, but not this year.
I guess global warming
When-
really is real. I didn't believe it when it first came out, but apparently it's real.
well, um, it was pretty cool until about July the 4th here, and then after July the 4th, it was like a scorching, like walking into an oven.
Oh yeah.
Been that way ever since. Yep. Except for today. Today was right
Yeah,
nice.
it's crazy because here in California, where I'm at, it gets super hot in the daytime, 104, 105, sometimes 110, and it's just blazing hot, right? And I work at
Hmm?
night, thank God. Then I go to work at night, and it might be like 85 when I get to work, and 3 hours into my shift, it's like 65. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah. I've been through a couple of days like that. Hell, in
Seems to be the norm.
February. Well, in February it was 80. It got to be 80 up here a couple of days, and then dropped to like 55 at night, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. So yeah.
I went to the beach yesterday. I took my wife to Huntington Beach. We went out and got a bite to eat, and I got some calamari. It was breaded. It was like a big calamari steak, and they cut it. Oh man, it was good food.
Cool.
And we both got the clam chowder soup, and pure, I'm like real clam chowder as compared to what you get in the soup cans.
Oh
You get
hell
the
yeah.
soup cans, it's white, it's creamy, but real clam chowder is not white and creamy. It's creamy, but it's got kind of a beige tone to it.
Oh yeah. The real deal. Yeah.
I've had that before. Well, we went and got some real seafood, like authentic seafood, and we were going to go to the beach, but I didn't know that when you go to Huntington Beach that it's all about revenue. Like if you go on the street, they've got meters that you can park, and I don't know if it takes coins or not. I didn't look at them. And then when you go into the actual state park to go park, like at the beach, and they won't let you do overnight camping, they want to charge $15 to get in. I'm like, I'm not paying $15 to get in. I just paid $15 to park my car in the parking garage to go eat. I'm like, no, it's all revenue generated. But it was cool seeing the ocean and seeing all the water, like the waves and everything come crashing in. It's been a long time since I've been to the beach.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've been there too. So I understand.
I'm more of
Understand
a
what you say.
when the wife and I go out, we want to go have like an overnight trip. I like to go to the mountains because when I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, I grew up with a lot of greenery, and we had all the seasons. Where the leaves would fall off the trees, it would get cold. Sometimes it would rain, it would get snow. I'm all about the seasonal change. But living in California is like living in the desert where I'm at. That's what they call it, the Inland Empire, and it's just hot as fuck.
Right. So what you gonna do for the Labor Day weekend?
What's that?
Are you got any plans for the Labor Day weekend, or did you already say
Oh shit! Labor Day's coming up this weekend.
Monday? This is Labor Day weekend.
No, I don't have any plans. I'm gonna go to work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday night. I'll be off Tuesday morning, and I usually get 3 days off. I only work 4 days a week now. It's not hurting
Okay.
me for money. I'm not strapped for cash or anything, but I know that I'm going to get time and a half, at least 6 hours for Labor Day. It's all good, man. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Cool.
And that means the people that are working at my trucking company will probably not be working. Hoping they take Sunday and Monday off. So if I go to work Friday night, I might get people Saturday working in the daytime. Saturday night I come to work, there probably won't be anybody Sunday. And hopefully nobody will be working Monday. So I can just kick back and I'll bring extra cigars. I might even bring a barbecue grill and fire me up a steak while I'm at work. I can only imagine my boss. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm firing up the barbecue. You want a steak? Why not? They never told me I couldn't bring a barbecue to work.
Fair enough. I'm fixing lunch. You want some?
Exactly. Yeah, usually when I go to work, I bring my camp chair and I got a little ravioli can that I use as an ashtray. And I
Huh?
just sit outside in front of my car and I smoke the cigars. I'm observing and reporting like I'm supposed to. And
Okay.
if I got nothing to do, hey, it's just staying up and watching YouTube videos, listening to my audiobooks, staying vigilant.
Well, what kind of audiobooks do you like listening to?
I do like kind of like science fiction, sci-fi, like end of the world type shit, like prepper type shit. It's cool
Okay, cool.
because, like there's so many creative authors out there. I just finished the Wingman series by Mac Maloney about an F-16 pilot named Hawk Hunter and all the people that, surround themselves around Hawk Hunter, all the different characters. And they got
Hmm.
one central bad guy that they call Lucifer, who's like a really bad Russian, and he's always causing mayhem in the world and, stupid shit. And when it comes to, Hawk Hunter and his F-16 XL, painted red, white, and blue,
Hmm.
because he used to fly allegedly with the Thunderbirds, according to the storyline. It
Right.
was like post-apocalyptic, like the Russians and the Germans invaded. They had a new Fuhrer trying to take over America. They had all these enemies they had to fight for years. America was conquered at one point. Crazy shit. But it's
Hmm.
cool listening to the books. And then I do other books like Post Apocalyptic is the biggest thing right now. And there was a V-Plague series by Dirk Patton that I was listening to, and I went through all 19 books, and now he has a 3-book V-Plague Legacy series. I'm on book 2, describing him and his family, his wife, his kids, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but it's, it's just mindless entertainment, but it's great because I always stay active when I work the graveyard shift, because my biggest thing is if I keep my mind occupied, it keeps me awake. And I no longer try to jack myself awake with energy drinks. Monster energy drinks are inherently bad for the body.
Oh yeah, I drank one.
Trust me, I usually slam 3 or 4, and then I'm bouncing off the walls when I get home in the morning thinking, oh shit, I better take my melatonin. Well, my melatonin doesn't work because I'm jacked up on energy drinks. Then I go to check my blood sugar, and it's in the atmosphere. You cannot
Well,
take
that's
enough insulin to knock the blood sugar back down. It just doesn't work like that.
right. Well, that's all an energy drink is sugar and caffeine, more or
But
less.
yeah, but I mean, I drank 2 yesterday because I hadn't had a lot of sleep. Tuesday night, I got off Tuesday morning from work, and then I slept a little bit in the afternoon. Woke up like 9:30 at night. I was up. Had to go to the dentist at like 8:30 in the morning, so I went to bed at like 6:30. Got up at like 8 to the dentist. So I only got like an hour and a half sleep. And then we were planning on going out on Wednesday because I wanted to go somewhere nice for dinner. Make some memories, hang out with the wife, just do the things we do when we're both off. And
Right.
I said, hey, let me take you to the beach. Let's go get some authentic seafood. We'll go to the beach. We'll hang out. We'll make a day of it. And going to Newport Beach, it was a drive. I was pretty much tired on the way home because we hit a bunch of traffic. We don't have one of those speed pass things where you put the little thing in the window and then you go through the tolls. So we had to go on the regular road with everybody else, and it was just backed up. I mean, it was a parking lot going home.
Sounded like an adventure. Well, it sounded like an adventure.
Yeah, it was an adventure. I mean, it was cool. Actually, I went out there to pick up a used watch from a guy. Well, he was brand new. I currently collect Invicta watches, and I was looking for this one that had abalone on the dial. It was like a blue purple abalone, and it was an automatic. Cool. And I was picking it up because I have this giant 65 millimeter face dialed watch that I always wear. It's made out of titanium, but it takes a battery. And I wanted to pick up another automatic. So I picked up an automatic watch where I don't have to put a battery in it. Just shake it every day or wear it every day and it'll keep running. I have an automatic watch I bought in 2011, and the automatic watches do it for me. You never need to put a battery in. They always run good. They're great on time.
Well, what's up with Nuck and Fucks? I hadn't seen anything from her for a while.
Oh, I think she was getting ready for knee surgery.
Oh, is she? Okay.
And she's not been doing a whole lot, but she's getting ready for, I think, a knee surgery, and she's doing her daily thing, I haven't seen much of her either.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I just wondered if she was doing all right.
As far as I know, she's still vertical, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I know she got a kitten, and she named him Roughneck. Little black and white kitten, always biting her fingers. And her 2 dogs that normally stay with her 2 pit bull mixes, love that little cat like it's their own. Like, she's part of the family.
Well, that's good. That's better than trying to eat it or whatever. Yeah.
In fact, this little cat goes up and bullies the 2 big dogs, these 2 alpha males she's got, and they just lay down and take it because, they're the most gentlest dogs in the world. I know she made a video not too long ago about her little cat. She calls him Roughneck. I feel
Rico's
sorry.
Oh, what? Sorry.
No, I feel sorry for the two big dogs because they're getting bullied by this cute little fur ball of a kitten. I figured for sure they would have tried eating it.
Yeah.
These dogs are so gentle, and they play with it, and the cat crawls all up on them, bites their ears, headbutts them right in the nose. Of course, when it comes to dogs and like pit bull mixes and dogs like that always get a bad rep, I think it's how you raise the dog. And I think the dog, like if it's a good dog from the beginning, it'll stay a good dog. It'll be loyal to its owner, of course, but there's no reason dogs and cats can't coexist in the same space together.
Well, yeah, you're right about the whole dog thing. If you're mean to the dog's gonna be mean. If you're nice to the dog and treat it to be nice, except the people you don't like, then yeah.
Exactly the point. Same thing with kids, probably. I don't know. I'm not a father. I don't have kids, but yeah, I think it's the same principle, same universal principle. But I like animals. If I had a chance to, buy a house in the country that was fully self-sufficient with solar panel and water collection and all that good stuff, and I would go get out of the city and have a bunch of animals.
Oh yeah, it's the best move I ever made. It's
You know, it
quiet.
might be it might be hard, in the wintertime, like if you're in an area that gets a lot of snow.
Hmm.
But usually you prep for the winter, like cut all your firewood. If you got meats and you got like a meat locker storage, tan your hides, whatever. Smoke your meats or whatever, freeze them, whatever you got to do. There's so many different things. Maybe have a self-sufficient garden growing most of the year, and then pulling it when it harvests, so you have food on hand year round. And if you got a hunting license, maybe go out and take down a deer or a buck or whatever, and have extra food source.
Or yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a self-sufficient lifestyle, and I think we would all be better off if we had self-sufficient lifestyles rather than going to the grocery store and worrying about, can we afford groceries because we're in this giant recession. I was told that new car prices were going down, and they're not. And now to get a new car, the average finance rate is like at 15%, no matter what, even if you have good credit.
Shit.
I'm close to paying off
Holy
my
shit.
car loan. It's been almost 5.5 years, and probably about this time next year, my car will be paid for. And that's a good thing. Since I
Oh
don't
yeah.
drive it all that, hell, I'm still under 50,000 miles.
Well, that's good. Still under warranty and all that good shit. Yep.
Well, I got a thing from Nissan. I got to find the paperwork. I lost it. It fell behind a cabinet somewhere. But somebody had did a major class action lawsuit for Nissan because of the CVT transmission. So instead of getting a 5-year, 60,000 mile warranty that I paid for, they actually upped my warranty coverage to 84 months or 84,000 miles.
Well, damn.
And I've not had a lick of problems with my transmission at all. I'm not a fan of the CVT, but that's what came in it. A lot of the new cars. I would have bought a Toyota, but man, Toyotas are like unobtainable right now as far as price goes.
Oh yeah, I've got a 2006 Ridgeline. I would not sell that thing for all the money in the world. I've only had one main problem with it, and it was the radiator blew up on me. That's the radiator and the spark plugs and the oil and the transmission fluid and shit like that. That's all I've had replaced on it. It cost me $650 to get the new radiator though. Yeah. So I mean, but it's a Honda.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
gonna have to.
you can run the.
I've seen a lot of police interceptor chargers now going up for sale on the
Uh-huh.
block, and I've seen a lot of people with the SXT charger. They call it the welfare charger, because it doesn't have a Hemi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're nice
I know what you're
cars, but
talking about.
they get stolen all the time, dude. And to buy a charger
Mhm.
now, like you can get them. They're not making them anymore, but you can get them. And these dealers are charging premiums well above what it goes for MSRP. I'm sorry, but if I'm going to go buy a new car like that, I'm not giving the dealership 20, 30, or 40,000 or more extra just to be able to buy it. Fuck you. I'll go buy
Oh,
one
exactly.
salvage with low miles and register it and put just regular insurance on it.
Every time Dad would take me to the car dealership, he would be right before we got there. He would say, "Put on your poker face." Now, don't laugh at none of the shit I say. He would get them to drop the dealer prep, the $1,000 dealer prep, and talk them down at least 5 grand. But that was back when he drove Oldsmobiles all the time, and they don't make those anymore. So
Right.
yeah, he loved the Oldsmobile.
Yeah, and the trucks from the 80s and stuff, the OBS trucks, square bodies and stuff, now they're going up in value. But we didn't know this when we owned them back then. If we had, we would have
Oh,
a few of them.
well, I've actually had 3 people try to buy line off of me because they like the
Yeah,
way the front end is, and they don't like the new ones. And I said I don't like them either, so I'm gonna keep what I got.
yeah, I had a couple of dealers offer me crazy money for my car right in the beginning of that COVID shit. And at the
Hmm.
time, I owed more on my car than they were offering me, or I would have broke even. But I still needed to find a car. So what was I going to get? Prices were way too high.
Right.
And the COVID cars that you want to stay away from is the 21, 22, and 23 models. Or actually, it was a 20, 21, and 22 models of everything. And then 23 is not bad. I had a chance to get a 22 blackout Dodge Charger SXT with Pentastar V6. I didn't get it. It would have been 4.3% on the finance, but my payment would have been $500 a month as compared to like 410, which is what I'm paying on my Nissan. And my Nissan had a higher rate. I think it was like 8.7. But when I got it, I had like a 500 something FICO score. Now I got like a 770, 780 FICO. But I don't want to get rid of it because I'm about a year away from paying it off. And I can still make my payment every month, even with the higher interest rate. And these people are crazy. It's like, yeah, I can go ahead and sell it now. They're like, oh, we'll give you $3,000 over Blue Book value. We need your car. I'm like, great, but what am I going to get once I pay off my car and have a few $1,000s in my pocket? Nothing, because I won't be able to afford it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And why would I finance at 15, 16% interest? Like when you have good credit, back in the day when you had good credit, you could get 0% financing on vehicles, or like 2.3 or 4.3, whatever it was. Not have to put any money down. Don't give the dealership any money, because any money you put down on a car goes right to the dealership. Well, why would you give them money to buy a car? Like when I bought my car, I had to give them $500. And I'm thinking that's
Hmm.
stupid, but I needed a car. So, I did it. But now I wouldn't give dealership any money at all. In fact, they tried to get it from me because I was actually going to trade it in a couple years ago. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well, and you got to think about What's your property tax rate out there on your car?
I don't know. I don't pay property tax because I don't own any property in California.
Ah, okay.
You know, when we came out here and stuff, and you know, we're helping out my mother-in-law, and then my mother-in-law's youngest sister, but they're both elderly women. We decided not to buy anything like a house or anything here in California. No houses, no condos, nothing, because the property rate is ridiculous. Obviously, everything's
Mm.
going up, and the wages aren't that great. But you know, I make good money. You know, my wife makes good money, but it's still not enough to be able to afford a house. Back then, when the houses were 200,000, that was top of the market, right? Her mom bought this house like 30 years ago. I think she spent like 220, 230,000, and she's been living in a house close to damn 30 years now, right? And the house is worth literally between 720 and 760. And she's done everything,
Wow.
like she's got her garden in the backyard, and she's done, you know, improvements to the house over the years. She had the kitchen redone. She's redone her bathrooms. We put the hardwood flooring in the bathroom, new carpeting, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's not something you just do overnight, but you know, eventually, when you go to do it, you put the improvements into your house. But if she were to sell her house today, she might get 750 for it. Let's just say 750, right? But and she might owe 10 grand on it. Okay, so she's going to walk away with 740,000. But to try to find a house like this now, it's probably almost 900,000 to buy it. It's not worth it.
She,
You know, that's the problem with our market, with everything. Everything's still going up. They said when there was a chip shortage that, you know, that's why the car prices were super high. Well, there's no chip shortage now, but guess what? The new prices for cars is not coming down. Now, maybe I'm living in the past, but the last time I bought a new truck was a Ford F-150, and I bought it in 1996. My dad had got it for me. You know, he co-signed, but I paid the loan and everything. And it was
uh-huh.
grand. It was like 13,000, then with dealer and all that. It was like 16 grand. It was a single cab Ford F-150, and it had dual tanks on the bed. It had a 6-foot bed on it. It was 2-wheel drive. It had that bucket-looking bench seat, automatic transmission, where you can knock the overdrive off of it. It was just a standard truck, standard 5.0, 8-cylinder motor. And now you look at the same truck, comparatively priced, 50, 60 grand. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I know people that bought brand new Jeeps and have spent upwards of 85 grand for a Jeep Rubicon Wrangler, 4-door, 4-wheel drive. I'm like, you're insane. I
You
know a
can get a
couple
good
people that
house for
bought,
that. Right here.
yeah, I know a couple people that bought, well, her case in point, she has a cousin that had a 5.0 Mustang. He sold it at the top of the market years ago, and then he bought himself a Dodge Charger, kept it clean, and sold it at the top of the market. And then he got another Dodge Charger. He got the last Dodge Charger he'd get in 2023, actually. Car was probably 85 grand, if not better. It's got a Hemi in it. It's a nice option car. It's a metallic blue, you know. And he's got super good credit because he bought himself a house, making his house payment for a few years now, you know, upgrading his house. And, you know, when he walked into the dealership and bought his first Charger after the Mustang, they were practically giving him shit for free because of how good his credit was. But they don't do that anymore. You could have a 800 FICO and they're still wanting to charge you 15, 16%.
Hmm.
You know, it used to be back in the day that if you had 10% or more on your auto loan to buy a car, that was called subprime financing. Well, what is 15, 16%? That's well beyond subprime financing. Plus,
Oh
All
yes.
these people bought during COVID, and they were upside down in the cars because cars, trucks, SUVs, because of the chip shortage and everything else. They're all taking that shit and repoing it now.
Hell, I still get letters and calls from Honda saying you need to get your Takata airbag replaced. I was like, look, I took it there once. Y'all kept it for a week, and what did you replace? Just one of the airbags? Is that it? It took you a week to replace one of the airbags? So I just ignore it now. Hell, if it goes off and kills me, then so be it. Meant to
Well,
be.
another thing I've seen, another trend I've seen with the car dealers, I took mine in for service because it had issues with the backup camera. They had some computer issues. They had to, they had to reprogram some shit or whatever. And it was like safety recall stuff. Whatever. Took it in for the first round of safety recalls. Then they're like, "Oh, we got more safety recalls." I'm like, "No, I'm not bringing it in." They're like, "Oh, you need to." I'm like, "No, I'm not going to because you guys had my car for like 3 days. I had to go get a damn rental car, and then the damn rental car people told me, 'Oh, we gave you the wrong rental car. Bring back the rental car you have.'" I'm like, "Why? I've got a signed contract. I got the supplementary insurance because they wanted to take the car that I was in and re-rent it for a higher rate than the rate that I was paying for the insurance because my car was getting warranty work done on it."
Oh, okay.
And then now, another thing with these rental car places is if they want the car back and you say no because you have a contract, so you got it for like a week, right? You don't bring the
Hmm.
car back. They tell you to bring the car back, even though you don't have to because you have a signed contract. They'd be breaking the contract. Then they report the car stolen. So you'll be driving the rental car. You have all the paperwork. They report it stolen. You get pulled over by the police. Now you have a felony, stolen car.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, quite. And Hertz Rent a Car, Enterprise Rent a Car, and a lot of those other places that are well known have been, doing that. I'm like, what the fuck? Just never know.
Nope.
I rented a Beamer for like a week when I was getting body panels replaced on my car through no fault of my own. I had a gate that came back and hit the side of my car, caved in my body panel. And they had to do like match up with the paint, get new body panels, put everything back together. But it was kind of hard to get the parts at the time. They were waiting on it, and they had to get the paint, and the painter had to come in, all that stupid shit. And I had a BMW. It was a $45,000 car. It was a four door. It was fairly decent, but the seats hurt my back after the first night of work because I was made to sit in the car all night. Not comfortable at all. And it had all the electronic goodies. It had that lane assist where I could take my hands off the steering wheel and it would automatically pull me back in my lane. But I had a timer where I would have to put both hands back on the wheel. Otherwise, the lane assist would automatically shut off. There was no way to
Huh.
bypass it. And I thought, well, that's kind of a feature. Every time I would get out of the car and, like it had a key fob that I had to keep with me, and it was push button start. Every time I turned it off, the driver and passenger mirrors would automatically fold into the car.
Huh.
When I was driving on the road and someone was in the lane next to me, the mirror would light up to show me, hey, there's someone right next to you.
Well, that's cool. Because sometimes you don't see that motherfucker.
Yeah, but the car also had automatic braking.
Oh, okay.
Going down the freeway 65, 70 miles an hour with the cruise on, the car decided to do automatic braking because it thought I was in a dangerous situation when there was nothing going on. You want to talk about
Oh. Oh, yeah.
so all the bullshit they put on these cars to make them safer, it's more of a menace. My car, I got a 2019 Nissan Sentra. It was an appearance package car. They put a rear spoiler on the back, very low mounted, backup camera, alloy wheels. I've got the Bluetooth audio through my steering wheel, cruise control. My car should have been the BBE edition, Nissan Sentra, basic bitch edition, because it doesn't have any bells and whistles. I don't have heated seats, don't have leather, don't have a sunroof, don't want it. Front wheel drive, gets about 35 miles to a gallon, and I'm only traveling like 3 or 4 miles to work and back each way. Tank of gas will last me 2 weeks. And gas out here in California, where I go, it's like $5.50 a gallon.
Holy shit.
Yeah, $5.50 a gallon. You fucking crazy? And today I got it for like $5.39 a gallon, which was okay, but it's not enough to really make a difference. So if I'm on a
No.
half a tank, it takes me almost $30 to fill up, and I'm just like, this is insane. Everything is way overpriced here, you know. And I don't even want to talk about the whole illegal alien debacle, but people from other countries are coming here illegally, and they're being given a house, money for a car, money for food, money for medical. But yet the things that I need when I go to pay for my medical, thankfully I have Kaiser. Kaiser is really good in California. But even my prices with Kaiser on my prescription medications, going to the doctor, getting referrals, even that's starting to go up a bit.
Oh, yeah. Everything's going up, man. Oh, the prices don't level off and they're going to come back down a little bit in the bull fucking shit. Tell me something I might believe.
You know, when gas came down to like $4 a gallon, I was thankful. I was like, oh well, this won't last. So over the summer, the gas was going up and down, up and down, up and down. Now it's
Mhm.
stayed at like $5.50 a gallon. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. But you got to put good gas in your car, because if you don't, then you know you're gonna follow up your injectors or your fuel lines, whatever, fuel pump. You
Well,
got to
yeah,
put.
you got to find you a gas station that's going to sell you clean gas and
Yeah.
not fucking water it down or muddy it up or whatever the fuck they do to it.
I normally go to Shell, and it's a little bit more expensive with Shell, but my mother-in-law has a car. I think she got a Honda back in '93, brand new.
Mm.
She got a Honda fucking. It was a bare bones Honda. I forget what it is now, what the model is, but a little four-door Honda with a stick, right? She got like
Mm.
over 200,000 miles on this car. She's never replaced the clutch. Got it adjusted once or twice. Gets great gas mileage, even though she doesn't drive very far. And the car it's old. It's kind of beat looking, but she keeps it in the garage. Still got the original paint. It still looks pretty decent. But like, holy fuck! Like, she's had this car for a little bit past 20 years now, and I'm like, Christ Almighty! Like, she's still driving it, and it's still
Oh,
like
yeah, go ahead.
Honda Civic, I think, is what she bought.
Well, my Honda Ridgeline has got 160,000 miles on it, and it runs like a top. I mean, and it's good on gas. Gets about 30 miles a gallon, depending
Yeah,
on the terrain. Yeah,
it's
keep
not a
the
heavy
oil change.
truck, so you can't pull a lot of stuff with it. You could pull something like maybe a motorcycle trailer, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like you're going to use it for heavy work. There was a guy, Whistling Diesel. He had a Honda Ridgeline that he bought, and he fucking destroyed it. And he does this with cars. He does it with Hellcats, Challengers. He made a Hellcat Challenger paddle boat. Okay. He also has a truck called the Monster Max that had like yeah, it had like 12 wheels on it, 12 giant wheels. It was a jacked up monster truck. He took it on the fucking Gulf of Mexico in Florida and ran it through the lake because it had buoyancy in the tires. It's an old video, 3 or 4 years old now. But he took Monster Max and made it even bigger. I remember he did a video where he bought it was a sweet truck. It was a Ford F-150. It was like a 79. It was a super sweet truck. It was lifted. You know, this company went in and did it. He bought it from them. New motor. I mean, just really nice 4-wheel drive truck, right? He did this thing where he simulated being on a person's property and he was running over fence posts, wooden fence posts. Destroyed the fuck out of the truck, ripped it apart. And then this guy came and he's like, "What'd you do to my fence?" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He goes, "I got carried away. I, lost control of my truck and I hit all these fences and shit, fence posts." And then he took a bulldozer, or he took one of those front loaders with the crane on it. They had the bucket. He smashed
Yeah.
it and smashed it and smashed it. The guy's a fucking maniac. He just fucking wrecked brand new, well, not brand new, but nice used Lamborghini Huracan. Fucking destroyed it, taking it off road and shit. He went to a field in Iowa and it caught fire because he was running through the cornfield. Well, when the car caught on fire, the rental van was right next to it. It caught on fire.
Jeez.
Okay. He took a
Wow.
Jeep Rubicon, a red Jeep Rubicon, 4-wheel drive 4-door. Forget the year now. He winched it up the side of a grain silo, and then he knocked the grain silo over with the Jeep still attached to it.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Dude is crazy.
He took a G63 Mercedes, a red one. He off-roaded it, fucked it up, got it fixed. He dropped it through a house with a crane, and it landed on the driver's side. He was trying to show the durability and toughness of the Mercedes G63 wagon or whatever. I mean, this guy's insane, dude. He spent more money destroying shit. He had a bunch of Toyota Hilux trucks. Some of them had right-hand drive. Now, the Toyota Hilux truck is a very desirable truck. And he had like 6 or 7 of them. And he wrecked like one, just completely destroyed it. Dropped it off of a helicopter with, what's his name? The guys from Diesel Brothers, Sparks Motors.
I know.
Yeah, they took the fucking Hilux and they dropped it in the desert, like 10,000 feet from a helicopter. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. And he does it for clicks and ratings, and like he's real popular. Like he even took a Ford Ranger. Like how guys would say, "Oh, Ford Ranger's Ford tough." He destroyed it in mere moments on the video. Making fun of Ford guys, makes fun of Chevy guys. He bought a squatted truck, fucked it all up, He's done a lot of shit. Like every time I see a video of him getting a new car, I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna last. He bought a replica General Lee Dukes of Hazzard General Lee Dodge Charger. I think he paid like 30,000, 40,000 for it. It was a nice car. He ripped the motor out of it, okay, and he put some LS7, some shit, and they actually cut a hole in the hood for the supercharger. And he was racing it all around. I don't know if he wrecked it, but he completely changed the looks of the car because of cutting a hole in the hood and replacing the engine and transmission and doing crazy shit with it. I'm like, fuck. Like he'll never leave anything alone.
Yeah. I know a few people like that.
And I know he's doing it for the clicks and views because there was a lot of people that are in an uproar over some of the shit he does. And he gets a lot of hate in his comments. You know, and I think he likes it. I think he does it because he likes it, because, you know, he doesn't take anything serious. He bought a helicopter, and he didn't have a helicopter license, and he went to fly the helicopter and fucking crashed it into a tree.
I'm surprised
Little
he got it
homemade
off the
helicopter.
ground at all. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked it all up. I mean, this
Oh, hey,
guy's a mess.
Hey, Laszlo. I didn't mean to miss you there, chat. Sorry,
This
we're
guy's
talking crazy shit. Blowing shit up, basically. Yeah.
just fucking shit up. Like, if that was the one guy, like, you know, you got to think, if it was the end of the world, right? If it was
Hmm.
the end of the world and you needed one fucking guy, you know, to get you from point A to point B, it wouldn't be fucking Whistling Diesel. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna walk. I'm cool. Because, you know, you're either gonna get killed or wrecked, because he's gonna wreck everything he fucking drives.
Damn.
I mean, nothing is sacred to this guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is what it
Hey,
is.
hey, Kay. How you doing? Link is there if anybody wants to jump up and join us.
I want to go watch some Whistling Diesel videos now that I'm thinking about it. See what he's doing new.
No, all right then.
I'll talk to you later. Take care, Rex.
All right, you too, Salty. Talk to you later. Well, hello, everybody. The panel is open. Oh, I'm doing okay. So far as I know, as long as nothing big fucks up, I got a 4-day weekend. Now, if something big fucks up, they'll call me and I'll just have to suck it up and go out there and help them do whatever happened, fix whatever happened. And yeah, but so far so good. Usually, if they don't call me, it's by 6 o'clock in the morning, then there's nothing really to worry about. I'm just sitting here having a smoke, watching some TV. If anybody wants to hop up and talk, feel free. Well, I mean, as long as you don't come up here and whip your dick out, we can talk about whatever you want to. And Commit, come on up here if you want to. Anybody's welcome. Until you're not welcome. Shit, I'm in a good mood. We can talk about religion. We can talk about politics. We can talk about whatever. The plague. But I would prefer you call it the plague because I don't want to get YouTube all in my shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be here. I've been here for an hour and a half. I'll probably be here for a half an hour if nobody else shows up. But I mean, feel free. It's pinned. It should be pinned. If it's not pinned, here it is again. Oh, well, that's fair. I mean, you ain't even got to be on cam. You don't see me on cam, do you? Hell, half the time I ain't wearing pants either. I'm just sitting here in my underwear. Or am I naked? Mm. Now what is going on? What the actual fuck? God damn it, StreamYard.
Just like everybody else.
Because I am not
Let's fuck
alive
up a little bit
and
harder.
never will be, thank goodness.
Jesus fucking Christ.
If you don't mind, Mr. Talk, I'll wind up your action.
That would please me very much. And you may call me Tick-Tock.
Why weren't you turned to stone just like everybody else?
Because I am not alive and never will be, thank goodness.
Hello.
Damn.
God damn, son. What's going on? Clock.
Oh, not a whole lot. Oh, you echoing a little bit.
Oh, is that on my end? Might be my
That's on.
might be it might be my shitty laptop. Let me know if the echo persists.
Oh, I'll let you know. Yep. Still is. Have you got the YouTube thing up?
Let me shut down my YouTube. Is this any better?
Check. Nope.
No. Shit.
Oh, thanks, Alton.
Any better?
It sounds like your speakers are feeding into your mic.
I'm using the laptop mic. Does this sound any better?
Are you using the laptop speaker?
Yeah, just the mic on my laptop.
I don't know. It'll be all right.
Hold on a second. Let me plug in.
KM, come on in. see if it's me.
Is this any better?
Okay, I popped in my earbuds and mic.
Yeah, that's what I just did. This sounded any better?
Check.
Check.
No, not echoing. Echoing.
No. Okay. No. Okay.
That's all good.
Right on.
So what you been up to, man?
Just drinking.
Mhm. Fair enough. What are you drinking?
Uh, you ever hear of Hurricane Malt Liquor?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
it's
actually
amazing.
drank them.
It's amazing.
I've actually drank hurricanes before.
The,
Can't say they tasted very good, but I have.
you drink it with a lime or a lemon. Oh, it tastes like shit. But it's not about the taste. It's more about the price. $2,
Oh yeah.
couple bucks. Oh, you're gonna get fucking shit faced, man.
Well, I've taken to trying to slow down on my beer drinking and pick up on my pot smoking. So, because it's legal in my state, but I can do that here.
I'm trying to slow down on the drink too. But it's come on, it's alcoholism. It's an addiction.
Fair enough. Yeah.
If you drink one beer, you gotta drink another.
Well, that's why now instead of like a fucking case of beer, I'll get like 4 tall boys. Then once I'm done, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I've been
that's enough time for a nap. Yeah, that's enough time for a
there.
nap.
Well, at least it's not like hard liquor. That can get bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, bourbon is great. I fucking love bourbon, but I don't touch this stuff anymore. I haven't touched it in
Well,
10 years.
the only two
But,
hard liquors I can drink is 80 proof vodka and Jägermeister. And I know, ooh, Jägermeister. But I like it.
ooh, you're vodka man. Mm, haven't haven't been there in a while, but oh god, you want to know what is freaking amazing? Uh,
What?
Pink lemonade plus bourbon. Like, oh my god, that it's
Okay.
a recipe for disaster and awesomeness. But it worked. It works.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I ain't even been to the
but
liquor store in years.
I no, it's been like a decade for me. I've never gone to a liquor store since then. And I just like beer.
Well, I should probably hop by there. Since winter's gonna get here probably pretty goddamn quick up here. Um, get another bottle of Jägermeister just so I'll have it just in case.
Oh, that's what my buddy drinks. He likes he likes Jägermeister.
Well, I dated a chick. She liked Jägermeister, so I developed a taste for it. So I mean, it happened. So, one of them things.
It's a strange taste, but I get why people like it.
Well, they call it cough syrup, and actually, it does help when
Okay.
you're sick. Yeah, it does help you, if nothing but help you sleep.
Gosh, oh shit. My my Jägermeister bro, he's up. Is it okay if I invite him into the panel?
Sure. As long as he doesn't show his dick. So,
No. He's much more reserved than I
I wish Kamek would hop up. Or KMCK. K. I'll call it K. Give me a second. I got to cough real hard. I'll be right back.
am. Oh yeah. Yeah. Take your time. Oh shit.
There, that's better. So, what were your plans for the Labor Day weekend?
Yeah. No. Not me. God. I, I never really have plans. I'm I'm pretty much like a 24/7 caregiver for my dad.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah,
I got
I can't really get out and do anything fun. But if I did, oh my god, I'd go out and fucking shoot guns and blow up Tannerite and have like awesome adventures. But I can't really do that.
Well, fair enough. I get that.
But if I could, yeah, I I've got all kinds of awesome plans. But basically, no, no plans.
Well, I mean, I get that because I was the caretaker for my dad too when he got the cancers, and then
Uh,
after he died several years back, I stayed around to take care of mom because she hurt her back. She's had two back surgeries, so
Jesus
I do
Christ.
shit. Yeah, they fucked
So,
the second one up. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear about that.
yeah, well, the doctor did good the first time, and then when she went back to the same doctor the second time, he fucked it up, and her left leg went. She was in physical therapy. Yeah, she was in physical therapy for like 8 months to try to get rid of the shit. But she's in her late 70s, so you know, where you going?
I mean, Jesus Christ, that 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 surgery sounds like a total botched job.
Yeah, the second one was. After the first one, she seemed fine, and then they told her she needed the second one, and uh, yeah, that one didn't work out quite so. So,
That's fucked. I'm sorry. I'm
well,
sorry. Sorry to
well,
hear
I
that.
mean, I appreciate that, but at least she's not paralyzed. I mean, she could have been paralyzed.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of silver lining. Is your bud gonna make it out?
Uh, no, I haven't heard haven't heard from him yet.
No, okay, fair enough.
He's a local PDX homeboy like me.
Sounds
We
good.
we worked at this really shitty thrift store like way back in the day, during the early 2000s.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, so we're like best friends.
Well, he's welcome over if he wants to come.
Yeah, but he's kind of a shy guy, so he might show up. He's called Wolf McFadden. That's his YouTube handle.
Okay.
But he might show up if he does. He might be sleeping. It's like 4:35 here a.m.
Oh shit, it's 7:36 here. I'm
Uh,
on the East Coast
uh,
time.
shit. I'm on West Coast bitch time.
Well, I woke up about, I don't know. Hell, I don't even know when I woke up. I did work yesterday. Came home, took a nap, got up to eat something. I was smoking pot. Jumped on, you, jumped on YouTube to see what was going on. And went to 3 or 4 different streams. Three of them. And then, I decided to start mine. I didn't see anybody else streaming in my subscriber list.
hell, hell, it's just fucking time. Doesn't matter.
Now,
Only thing that matters to me: cigarettes, beer.
I gave up cigarettes, started smoking cigars.
Oh, really? Eh,
Yep. I mean, I
That's
might
what.
get face. Well, I might get face cancer or something, but probably get so. Go ahead.
That's I mean that's what my friend the Wolfman does. He doesn't
Oh,
smoke
we smoke.
cigarettes. Yeah, he does. Well, not cigars, but cigarillos.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not bad. I mean, they only cost like dollar 50 or whatever. But what I do is I just buy pipe tobacco and get the pre-rolled tubes. And then I roll those, and I could crank out like 20 cigarettes for like $2. It's like
Shit. Well, there you go.
not a bad deal.
Nope. Well, he'll get you one of them like Sherlock Holmes pipes and put that tobacco in it. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's exactly what I go to. So, uh,
Okay. Okay.
when when I run when I run out of cigarette tubes, I smoke exactly that, a Sherlock Holmes style.
Yeah. Yeah. Or get you one of
Hell,
them long ass Gandalf pipes. Use that.
hell, I'll fucking show you that.
Actually, I went to Busch Gardens one time and got one of those. They snap really easy. I wouldn't waste your money on it. No, they break really, really easy.
Hmm.
You drop them once and that's it.
Check out this bad boy. It's made in fucking Israel. God dang it. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Gotta put out my cigarette. Uno, uno momento.
Okay. Well, I was going to show you my bone. Here's my bone.
That's a nice piece.
There you go. Now you can see it. $15.
Not a bad price.
Nope. Surprised me. Found it at the head shop. I was like, really? 15? Now they had one that was Baby Yoda standing there, and he was holding me out.
Really, baby you.
Yeah, it was Baby Yoda, and it had a
That's funny.
glass insert, yeah, where you put the pot in, and then there was this big trumpet thing coming out the top of the head where you hit. That was like $40. I was like, oh, that's okay.
Oh, yeah. No way.
Yeah, I mean, Baby Yoda's cool and all, but no, not that. I heard somewhere that they said his name in the second in seconds because I don't. Yeah, I don't know how much into Star Wars or sci-fi you are. I grew up on that Star Wars shit.
Oh, same here. uh, see, nice little cup.
Oh,
Little,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah, it is.
good, good smoke. Good smoker. Mm, mm, mm. Sm- smells good.
Mhm.
Mm. Take a nice bone rip. I love weed, but I kind of grew out of it after a while. Tobacco. Wow. Way to go. Ah, shit, yeah. Ah, you're back.
Damn, my shit locked up.
Oh, g'day.
Give it a
How's
minute,
it going?
Lawler. My stuff's being stupid. Bam. I don't know. I have no fucking idea why this is not working. Well, he dropped. I don't know. That was my buddy from Australia who lives on a boat. Motherfucker lives on a boat.
Well,
He says, "Yeah, I just sail around and find a place to anchor, and here I am."
that's freaking cool.
Give it another shot there, Lawler. Let me shut off my camera. That might be what's fucking.
That might be
There,
me.
okay. No, it's not you. It's not. It's my tablet.
Ah,
For some reason, the battery keeps running down in it. But I got it plugged in, so it should actually be charging. But it's not.
ah.
Yeah, I think it's about shot. I got a desktop sitting up.
No worries.
Well, anyway, good day to you, Lawler. Neil, good to see you. Well, I mean,
Ah,
you can
shit.
try to hop. I'll do my best. Shit. Can't make no
Don't worry
promise.
about
Yeah,
it.
I can't.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Let me finish this one. So, did you say you grew up on Star Wars too? Kind of like me?
Well, hold on. I'm trying to get my homeboy in here. Wolfman.
Okay. No. If he can get in, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Try something. All right. Lawler's trying to get back in. Hey, dude. See if it'll let me.
Yeah. G'day.
There you are.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
My God, that's a hell of a pipe you got there, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And I'm assuming that ain't tobacco in the pipe. Just saying, without any physical evidence, a video is not physical evidence of the substance in your pipe. Just saying,
Yeah.
from a legal
It's pipe.
viewpoint.
It's pipe. Yeah, it's pipe weed, like from The Hobbit and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can gather deer shit, I suppose, and dry it out and bake it in.
Ooh.
Depending on your preference. I remember as a young boy scout, about 13, 14-year-old, stripping the bark off a tree, brushing it up and rolling it into a cigarette and trying to smoke the fucking thing. Oh my God, what a disaster.
Speaking of that, I heard about clove cigarettes as a kid, and I thought they were talking about cloves, like out in your yard. You know, like the 3 and 4 leaf and cloves. And stuff. I tried some of that out and tried to smoke it. No, that was a mistake.
Nasty, that shit. Yeah. Here in Oz, these thing called Indonesian clove cigarettes, and I thought, nice and cheap, strange wrap things. And then I took a drag. Oh my God, I was like a fish out of water, rolling around the ground Never touched the fucking shit since.
I used to smoke those. I used to
Oh,
smoke
hey,
those too.
your friend Laszlo is trying to get in, but it's saying his device is not connected.
Oh shit.
So,
Oh, so he's a loose connection then.
maybe he dropped out of.
Let me see.
There's always a loose one in the group. I'm just saying. Nothing personal.
Let better?
So how you been, Clockwork?
They will need to reconnect. Yeah. I've been doing
Hang on, I've got to
Working.
get another packet of smokes.
got the
Yep.
oh
And the
yeah.
reflective
Working for the
high-vis shirt.
weekend.
But you know, I live on a river. It's dark, and if I go floating down the river, I want them to recover my body before the sharks find it.
True
Sorry.
that.
Oh, yeah.
True that.
Dang it.
Six.
Yeah.
So, how you been anyway? What's been happening in your world?
Oh, not a lot. Like I said, um, trying to keep the bills paid. That's
Oh, yeah, that's a motherfucker.
the lights on and the phone and internet going.
I get one
Yeah,
of those
and
payday
I'm doing
loans
good. Yeah.
today to cover the
Mhm.
price of the rego on my car.
Fuck that, man. They'll bleed you dry.
Oh, it's called life.
They'll bleed you dry.
It was actually your mate. What's his name? Franklin. And he has a famous quote. He says, "There are three certainties in life. One, you will be born.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you will pay taxes. And three, you will fucking die. They're the only three
Exactly.
guarantees in life." According Benjamin Franklin, that's the fella. And that's a direct quote out of his books.
Yeah.
And yeah, three certainties in life. You will be born. You will be taxed.
Hmm.
And you will fucking die. Sums it up as far as I'm concerned.
He was never president, but he's on the $100 bill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
The
He
market
was a
on the bill was
file. I mean, for God's sake, the man's buried in Paris, not Washington.
yeah.
He loved France.
Yeah. He loved fucking France.
love
Yeah,
France.
he loved.
Interesting character. And he smoked a lot of weed. Along with the other buggers that's
Yep.
on the paperwork. Yeah, especially that bloke that wrote in large letters. He obviously had weed plus a couple of mushies. John Hancock. That's the dude. Yeah, the biggest signature on the paper, you know, a couple of mushies, a bit of weed, you know, it's fucking hard to get perspective. Sorry, I'm not dissing your constitution or nothing. I think it's great. I'm glad I live in Australia where we don't have that. Yeah. But,
Nah,
you know, whatever floats your boat.
Fair enough.
I should.
Well,
I should. I should.
And if you think I'm living in a caravan, I'm not. I'm on a 35-foot wooden sloop. It just looks like a caravan.
but you're the captain. Well, you're still the captain.
Sorry?
You just can't. I said you're still the captain. You
Oh, good
can't fly
God.
that.
Just been
Jolly
over
Roger.
here now, living on the river. And my God, what a sharp learning curve it's been. Had some real exciting
I'm sure.
times. And some absolutely surreally idyllic times as well. Where, you know, you're sitting out on the deck and you're just enjoying the sun. And yeah, it's awesome. And then it changes to 35 knot plus extra winds blowing your boat down the river.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a correlation.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Yeah, like more good times than scary motherfucking times when you're trying to save your ass.
Exactly.
Trust me. I said to my doctor after my heart attack, I said, I brought a boat. I said, there's nothing more to relieve stress than sailing across the water. I said, it's just superb. Oh my God, I wish I had bitten my tongue off. Seriously, never been so stressed all my fucking life.
Oh yeah, it's
I should
to listen. Nice.
really smoke some more weed.
That's always good.
Yeah, you're roboting a bit there.
Well,
Yeah, but then it could be the fact that I'm on the other side of the world and it takes a bit to bounce off the iosphere to Australia.
Could be.
well, what have we got on tap?
Well, there's not been much after g'day.
In one hand,
I mean, once they don't understand the word, they think we're talking a foreign language and they tune out. What the hell is that?
I have the blue pill. Salvia
You
divinorum.
have the red pill. Which one do you take? The one for eternal bliss or the one for a good time?
I have both pills.
I watched 1994 or 84. No, I think it was Death Race 2000. Whatever it was, you chose the pill that took you out when you got to 40 or something. Oh, Blade Runner.
Guess,
I can't remember.
guess what's in the red pill?
No, that was
Marijuana?
DMT.
MT.
oh shit.
What is
Yeah.
MT?
DMT.
It's empty?
D,
MT? MT?
DMT. You gotta get a sniff of this shit. It's good.
Oh, okay. Nose candy. My bad. Yeah, no, here that would get you a serious jail time penalty.
Oh yeah.
Possession, let alone fucking sale.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah.
I've experienced it once and couldn't work out what everyone was on about because it didn't get me stoned like weed does. Where I'm just sitting there in my happy little zone going, "Yee." Instead I'm up running around like I had this fucking yeah, not impressed.
Oh, that's
Much
good.
rather be mellow yellow sitting on the couch going, yeah, bro, that's cool. Rather than being up there going, oh, 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 oh. Each to their own. I wish you would
I
not pick
don't
your
judge.
numbers on YouTube. It's really
Yeah, at
no,
least like
stop it.
throw
No,
your avatar.
resist. No nose picking. Oh, hang on. You've got a, instead of having a pair of nails, you just got one nasal cavity now because you burnt the septum out of your nose. Mononasal, they call it. Honestly, that's a medical term, mononasal, and that comes from people snorting illicit substances up their noses, and it eventually burns out that little piece of cartilage and skin between the two nostrils, and you end up with a nair instead of a nostril.
That's good.
Yeah. So, what's the time in the morning, Laszlo, where you are, or night, whichever it is?
It's 503.
Sorry.
5:03.
5:03 a.m. p.m.
AM.
a.m. Oh, dead set. Holy shit! It's 10 p.m. Friday night here
Well, I could do
in
the blue.
Australia.
I could do the blue pill.
The blue pill. Don't take the blue pill. Trust me. That motherfucking wild trip.
Let's smoke the blue pill.
Smoke the blue.
I'm gonna throw you up,
Sorry.
Lawler, because
Yeah.
I want that on my stream.
Don't worry.
I mean, I could throw me up.
Sorry, I'm only getting half
Uh-huh.
of that.
Oh, that was harsh. That
Huh?
the Salvia divinorum 10x. Let's smoke this stuff.
Oh, that shit Molly Cyrus was smoking?
Yeah. Let's try it out. Oh shit. My handboy is talking shit about me. Snorting a DMT on camera.
That's what you say it was. I mean, I guess. Okay. But yeah, tell him to try to rejoin. His device didn't connect. If he wants to hop back up.
Anyway, listen,
I'll do another
skip
line of it.
10 p.m. at night, and I just thought I'd pop in and say good day, clock. And lovely meeting you, Leslie. Mono fucking nasal Leslie. Lovely meeting you, brother. Ciao.
Sorry, I'm going crazy.
Take care, Law.
Shit. Oh, that's some good stuff. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Yeah, it's beautiful. Let's try some of this blue pill stuff. This is gonna kick me into straight up 10th gear. Holy shit. Watch out. Oh, watch out now. I might try to crawl out the window, so watch out. See how this goes.
Well, okay, Laszlo. I'll be going at this for about 2.5 hours. Thanks for coming up. Uh, thanks for everybody in chat showing up. Thanks to Lawler for showing up. Thanks to Salty for showing up. But I'm going to end this. All right? All right. Take care. Everybody take care. Later.
All right, man.